Welcome back, Atul. Wanted to know the process of this whole procedure of coming back. What was the conversation like with the cricket board or the cricket board president? What was the thinking behind taking the decision to come back?
Yeah, thank you. When I think I've been following Bangladesh cricket since I left, and time to time, many like players and the officials been in touch with me in various times and situations. I always had a soft corner for Bangladesh cricket because that was my first international assignment. So back of my mind, I wanted to come back someday. I never thought of that I will come this early. But then during, I think the World Cup, T20 World Cup, when I met President and some of the officials, we discussed few things, and then I thought that's the right time to come. And then because of the 23 World Cup, 23 World Cup, 50 over World Cup is coming up. If I come a bit late after the New South Wales season, a bit too late. So I thought this is the right time to come, and as soon as the big batch finished, I decided to come.
Is this the first time? Was this the first offer after you left this job? The first time BCB had offered you?
No.
Second time?
No.
Hi, Chandika. This is Ekush Tabada from the Daily. In 2017, when he left to Bangladesh, BCB president says in media that Hatula Singh felt he had nothing more to give Bangladesh. So now you are here, definitely to give something. So what motivation actually worked for you to come back this time?
Yeah, I will answer my point of view. I think it's so really in a transition period. I think we're going forward in next 2-3 years. A lot of the senior players have done really well for Bangladesh cricket, and they're probably the legends of Bangladesh cricket. They're going to be remembered as a really good generation. And then other side of it is the really good young players coming through as well. And then to be part of that kind of a challenge is always motivated me to come back.
Hi, Chandika from the Daily won the World Cup not perform this year, and you have BCB officials have some expectation, and I think that this assigned you to achieve some goals. Do you think it is pressure for the coach?
Yeah, I mean, coaches have always pressure, isn't it? If team do well, coaches are okay. If don't, the pressure coaches, they ask questions. But we all have expectation. I think as a nation we have expectation that because it's happening in India, and we have expectation is one of the format that we really do well. So that expectation is there. But at the same time, what we can control is preparation, like how we prepare best to our ability and make sure that all the big players or the top main players are fit and healthy. If we can achieve that, I think we can give a really good crack for the World Cup.
Ruben? I'm from Mastanga TV. Before you came here, the second ODI squad declared by BCB for England series. There are some old faces and new faces for you in this team. So, are you going to defend in the 11 with the old faces, or will you include the new faces?
Yeah, I haven't even met any of them. I haven't seen any of them, the new guys. So what I will do is, this series, I'm going to observe how we're going to play. I think they've been playing very good cricket lately. They had a very good series against India. We probably try to do the same thing, and I want to see what their processes are, how we play that game, the India series. I'm relying on our other coaching staff and the leaders of the team to give me a lot of information. So let's see We'll first 2 games we'll go like that and see, and then take it from there.
Always.
Hi, hello. This
Yeah.
is Nasir from Telephone. Bangladesh played in an ICC event in the semi-final back in 2017. So, in the Champions Trophy. So, do you really think you can take this team one step further in ICC?
Yeah, it's a big question. Now it's something we can, the future will decide. I don't know. I can't tell you now. At this stage, I think we not at the top 4 ranking, isn't it? So for me to come and say that, we're going to do that, it's not very wise for me to say that. So we need to get better at certain areas. We have to get fitter. We need to develop our skills and get the combination right, and make sure that players are in top form and fit enough, closer to the World Cup. So let's see what happens then. Yeah.
Ron.
I can take it. The thing is, you said about the senior players and you said they will be remembered as a good generation, but what role do you really see them going forward in our cricket? The senior players.
I mean, the roles that they're playing, they have done it for 15, 12, 10 years. So that's the role they're going to play for as long as they're playing, as long as they get selected. I don't think their roles change much because they're world-class players and they've been successful, whatever the roles they've been playing in the team.
Mazhar.
Hi coach, first of all welcome back.
Thank you.
Obviously you have taken this as a challenge in your second stint coming up here. Tell us that one thing that struck in your mind when you decided to take this job, and is this going to be the same Hatu or it's Hatu 2.0?
Oh, what does that mean? I don't know. Now, when I was thinking of taking this job, I thought of a big picture. Not only last time when I come here, I had to prove to a lot of people as well as to me that I can do international job, and I didn't know what I'm coming into. So this time I know a lot of things that how Bangladesh cricket works, as well as I know a lot about myself, and I'm much more experienced as well. The other one is that I see this lot of potential in developing the local coaches for Bangladesh cricket, which I'm going to help set up the systems, with David Moore coming before me, with help of him with his experience, suggesting to the board about a lot of the development areas of the next generation coming through, and then developing the coaching coaches, local coaches as well. So it's not only me trying to win games for Bangladesh cricket, that's my main aim. At the same time, I think is giving something back and leaving something behind. That's the big focus on that.
One overture, like the way you have been in the past, will you be the same or is it going to be a different Hatu for you?
A little bit older, so I'll be different.
Pillow.
Coach, this is Mahbub Ahmed from Daily News. And the question to you, the speculation in the country's cricket federation that you might face challenges dealing with the senior campaign. So do you also think the same?
No, not at all. I have spoken to all the seniors already. I don't think everybody's focus is one thing. It's team is number one. If everyone pulling towards the team doing well, even my last time I didn't have any challenges with any of the players. My challenge is getting everybody's focus towards the team focus. So I don't think it's that's going to be a challenge.
Yes, sir.
If you look back your past spelling, that particular time, Bangladesh has become one of the good Korea side. Back in the 2015 Korea World Cup and in the Champions Trophy, Bangladesh team did very well. Now another World Cup coming, and Bangladesh is the best according to their form in Korea. So in that particular time, in 15 and 17, you might make Bangladesh a team who is playing the ODI quarterfinals and Champions Trophy semifinals. Subcontinent will arrange another World Cup. You are the coach and you know the names of the players. So are we expecting something better than the 15 and 17?
I think this same question we were asking with different words. Yeah, as I said, let's see. It's all depend on, how our form is and the players, how the senior players and the main players, their fitness and form. And then, we're still not number one team in the world. It's any other format. So I can't go and say that we're going to do something amazing, but we're trying. Our aim is to do really well, and then advantage is that we are playing in subcontinent.
Sir, some news came.
Introduce yourself, please.
I am Afnan Priyal from Allrounder BD. Some news came to the media in the very last year of your first phase that the relationship between you and the senior cricketers wasn't so well. And after quitting Bangladesh cricket, you appointed as a head coach of Sri Lanka. Then the rivalry between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka started. Now those things are so many heated today. The rivalry between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
Question.
And there are some incidents too in the Nidhas, in the Tri-Nation also. Do you think those incidents can put you some troubles to cope up with cricket in the decision?
Not really at all. I actually enjoy that because that is one thing that I actually drill into the players when I was coaching Bangladesh, to stand up to any opposition and play with a lot of passion. And when they're showing that passion, I really enjoy that. And I was really proud inside, although I was in the other dressing room, that the way they played the Nidas Trophy and even the Asia Cup after that. So, and if your first question is rubbish, there's no tension with any of the players with me. So I really, to be honest, actually as a coach, I was very proud of them.
Last time you visited, Taskin was the expert star youngster. So now he's a bowler. He can be different from him. You got a wonderful skill about about Taskin. You got the team, you can generate any kind of team population. So in the World Cup, it will be a great post as you should the scene away. In the World Cup, Taskin, there will be a lot of bowlers who can dominate population. It will be a huge booster to go in front of the World Cup.
Yeah, not only those two, maybe there's other bowlers. So I need to find out. I'm just come here. I haven't seen some of them. And what I'm hearing is there's a lot of talent. So let's see.
Mahfouz.
Hi, Apu. First, I would like to say that very warm welcome back. And this is Mahfouz Alam from Free Sports. But I want to know, during your first chapter, that said that your ODI cricket was totally changed. But in other two formats, like Test and T20, Bangladesh is still suffering. So what do you think, how much time do you need to change those two formats, and what is the support that you need from Bangladesh cricket to change those two formats?
I think the Test cricket, they did well. Even they won one game in New Zealand, and then Test cricket we did well at home. So I think it's Test cricket is be competitive. The T20 cricket, of course, we need to find our way of playing rather than following the teams that are doing well, because we are not them. We need our strength. We have our strength. We need to find our game plan is suited to our strength. So that's one of the challenges that I really looking forward to working with the team. The one-day cricket, if you think about history of Bangladesh cricket, I remember in the 90s, like the Dhaka Premier League is 50-over cricket. So everyone, like even 70s, what I'm hearing is they played 50-over cricket. They never played 4-day cricket. So we know as a nation how to play 50-over cricket. And so now lately, that this gentleman asked that a lot of fast bowlers coming through. Our systems are much better, producing different type of players. Like I remember when I came first, it's all the spinners are dominating. Now it's everyone talking about fast bowlers. So I'm really excited to see those talents. And then, I think it's our other two format also we start to do well very soon.
any discussion with David Moore because he's working with the cricket programming right now, and you also work with Mr. David Moore. So, is there a special plan that you already talked or discussed with David Moore regarding these two formats to change the scenario?
Not yet. No, he's probably studying the system. Like he just 2 weeks into the job, and I'm only 2 days. So we will have those discussion after the England series, or in between England series and Ireland series, or just after that, and then we'll come up with some suggestion to the board and see what we can do.
Last 3 questions.
Welcome back. Do you think ODI team, the most experienced as a master, we will move to the? Do you have any plan for him?
For election?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's not playing anymore, isn't it? Okay.
Hi, this is Papi from Bangladesh. My question is, before your last question, you were getting your question circular and commitment to the team and country. Now he is the captain of the Test and T20 side. So how hard it will be to work with someone who is not committed to the team and country?
That's the news to me. You said that he's not committed or something, is it? According to that, so I don't think I never heard that, or I never felt that way. Yeah.
Last question.
In your first stage, you prepared all speed and especially in test to go forward. But that proved Bangladesh take success, but that proved just only temporary success. What will be your this time? What will be your plan to go long-term development for in test part?
What's your question? I didn't get it.
You preferred spinners more than the pacers. We have against Scotland, Australia, decided to play spinner tracks.
Previously, we were playing on spin 20 tags when you were in the last time.
Okay.
How do you see it?
Okay. What is home advantage?
But in a way, we have no pacers who can do what doing well.
Yeah, I haven't seen them, so we'll see. So I'm asking you, what's the home advantage? When we go to New Zealand, what sort of wicket we get? What Australia or England do when we go there? What India doing at home? Yeah?
That's okay, but
That's okay, then what's your question?
in long-term development, like we have to play overseas as well. So
Yes, so overseas we're trying to manage with what we have. If you don't have missiles, how do you fight? You have to fight guerrilla war, isn't it? Let them come home and with little guns. If we don't have ammunition, we can't do it. All we can do is probably develop those players. So eventually we have enough. Like I think you can't say that like in South Africa they did well. In New Zealand they did well. So once we get as we discuss here that there's some of the fast bowlers coming through the system. I remember Eberdad went my first series to New Zealand as a development player, and him and Shanto, and they were now doing well. So it's take time. I'm not agreeing what you first said, that because every country do the same thing. You need to take the home advantage. We play to our strength when we come here.